Welcome to Instant Replay. We've got a big show coming up for you here, but the big news remains the same through week 3, Bobby. Neither of us are Simon Borg.
Wiebe out, not my Instant Replay.
Yep, use those hashtags in the comment section below. Let's get it started right now with maybe the most controversial call of week 3. We go to Frisco in the 35th minute where Clint Dempsey saw red after video review. Chris Pinso's the referee in this one, working with video assistant referee Kevin Stott, and here is what they saw. Clint Dempsey on the edge of the 18-yard box. Ja'Cory Hayes, FC Dallas midfielder, sidles up behind him, and look, the ball's not close, Bobby. Dempsey has no reason to do this, and yet there he is cocking the arm and throwing it back into the midsection, maybe even into an area we don't want to name here. Down goes Hayes. For me, upon review, easy call, red card.
Andrew, I disagree. I don't think this should have been a red card. If you hold me and I go to make my movement, I'm going to swipe to get you off so that I can then run. And listen, if I get your jingles as a casualty, I apologize, but I got to do what I got to do.
You better do more than apologize if you get my jingles, Bobby. But for me, that's excessive force, and that's where the violent conduct comes in. It's off the ball. It's unnecessary. And remember, go back to last year, the final game of the regular season against Colorado. Chris Pinso and Clint Dempsey did something similar here. Same situation, same reaction. Gave him the red card, Bobby. Yeah, he got the applause as well. Let us know what you think in the comments section below.
And Andrew, we saw a similar kind of play at Mercedes-Benz Stadium between Atlanta and Vancouver.
Yeah, video review used in this one once again. It's the 9th minute, and here is that free kick from Atlanta United. There's some contact. Leandro Gonzalez-Perez goes down, but play continues. Franco Escobar misses. Ball is cleared, but then Ismail Alfaf holds his hand to his ear, and we know VAR Juan Guzman is speaking to him from the booth, and he says, check this one out because I think there was an elbow there. And as we watch the replay, it's a little bit fuzzy, it's a little bit blurry here. I don't see violent conduct. I don't see that same cocking of the arm. I just see a guy who trying to hold off the defender, using his arm as a tool, but I do think it's a foul. So I think penalty would have been the right call. The red card, I'm a little bit baffled by.
I'm with you. I don't know how you see the replays of this and think that he intentionally went to hurt him. Yes, the ball was in play and he probably fouled him, which is one of the points of emphasis, but there's no replay where you say, yeah, he tried to elbow him in the head.
Now, what are you asking at home? Why did this take so long to review? Well, there were some technical issues we've heard with the replay down on the field. So they had to wait a little while to get that going. Once they did, they thought they saw a red card. I'm gonna have to disagree. And then we had a replay come in from Reddit. PT Lupica captured this on his cell phone from the stands, then Orange FC slowed it down. Thank you so much, Reddit. Let's take a close look here. Yeah, I think this confirms what we're saying. I don't see that cock. I don't see the violent conduct there, but I do see contact and a foul.
I'm with you, Andrew, and they couldn't use this with the VAR, but it confirms what we're saying.
Yeah, it does. All right, let's head out to the Big O for a rivalry game. Canadian Classique time, Toronto and Montreal. 1-0 Montreal at this point, and there is a controversial play on the edge of the box. Ignacio Piatti thought he had the foul here on Eric Zavaleta, but it was a no call from Robert Sabiga. What do you make of it?
Yeah, Andrew, if we freeze it right here from behind and look at the exact point of contact between Zavaleta and Piatti, it looks like Piatti's knee then goes in at the exact angle that it would appear to make sense, but the referee has to ask himself, did Piatti fall more than the potential contact would have inflicted? And that's why the referee wouldn't have made the call, because he seemed to exaggerate.
If there's contact here, which we can't really see on the replays, we can guess at it, it would be a PK. But I don't think there is enough, and I think Piatti overemphasizes here. I think it's a good no call. Play on, but I can understand why Montreal was so upset. All right, Bobby, we agree on that one, but I wonder if we agree on this play in the 82nd minute. Brooks Lennon blocks a shot from Aaron Long, and look, it hits him in the arm. There's no doubt about that, but is it a handball?
It's not a handball. They made the right call because the referee needs to ask himself, is it ball to hand or hand to ball? And the ball rose up and met the natural motion of his arm coming down.
I don't think he sees this coming at all. I think he's trying to block it. I think it's natural position. I don't think it's deliberate. I think this would be extremely harsh as a handball. Let's head out to Sporting Park where Alan Chapman is refereeing and VAR Edwin Jurasevich is checking the plays, and Daniel Shalhoub is a lucky, lucky boy. In the 21st minute, here's this tackle on Magnus Eriksson. He comes in late with some force. It's a little reckless, I think. Yellow card was a call by Chapman. What do you make of it?
It's definitely reckless. And yellow card's fine, but the margin is so fine here, and Shalhoub takes such a risk. And Andrew, if we go back to the 13th minute, he probably already should have gotten a yellow card.
Yeah, let's take a look at that play. You see, he and Nick Lima are headed out of bounds here on the end line, and oh, what's that? That looks like a little kick out. That to me is a yellow card.
It's absolutely a kick out. And Andrew, I defend players a lot for things that naturally happen in a soccer game, but this is not at all a natural play. This is somebody being petty, and it could have easily hurt Nick Lima into the boards.
And before we leave this game, let's give some props to Alan Chapman for this penalty call. Johnny Russell is steaming into the box, Bobby. Andrew Tarbell clearly gets him. That's a foul.
Yeah, obvious penalty. Tarbell clears out Russell. Well done by Chapman.
Out to Yankee Stadium we go, where Jose Carlos Rivera was in the middle and Alan Kelly was the VAR, and they had a lot to look at in this one, Bobby. We'll start in the 29th minute for this Rodney Wallace tackle on Higuita. What do you make of this one?
Yeah, he's a little late, but he doesn't raise his boot. He doesn't show his studs. Just a late tackle that probably deserves a yellow card.
And that was the call in this match. I think it was correct as well. But Higuita, just like Daniel Shalhoub, was a lucky boy. Here's the play just after halftime. Hey, shout out to Twitter for hooking us up with this one. And there's Max Morales turning Christian Higuita, and he gets pulled. Bobby, is that a tactical foul?
Yeah, it absolutely is. I don't know how Jose Carlos Rivera missed this one. He clearly pulled him back. As a player, you do that to stop the counterattack, to stop the play. Should have been a yellow card.
No yellow card here. I think we both agree. That's a second yellow and a sending off.
And next we move to the beautiful state of Pennsylvania and Talon Energy Stadium, where referee Nima Sagafi declares no foul on this play on Alejandro Bedoya.
Yeah, Arturo comes in, and on first glance, Bobby, I thought it was a penalty kick, but I watched it back, and you can see what Sagafi saw, which is Arturo blocks this ball, and then the momentum of Bedoya brings him into him. I think this is a good play, good no call.
Yeah, exactly. It was a little weird just because it looked unconventional, but it was just Bedoya continuing his momentum forward into the defender.
And out to Minnesota we go, where Alex Chilowicz was in the middle, and he had a play to call in the 9th minute because here comes Rasmus Schuler. Is that a penalty kick?
Well, Chilowicz said no penalty, and I agree with him. You can see here, Schuler clearly gets the ball, and then the player just runs over him, but Schuler got the ball first.
This goes back to Bedoya. I think the player's momentum on the attacking side brings him into the defender who makes a play on the ball. Good defensive play, good no call. Let's stay in Minnesota, but let's start giving some props to the referees, Bobby. We get our microscopes out every single week, and this is a great no call by the AR here. You can see, yes, Nikolic is in offside position, but he's not offside because no Chicago player plays the ball.
That's exactly right. The Minnesota defender clears it off the other Minnesota defender, and when that happens, Nikolic is okay to be in the offside position.
Bad defending, but good refereeing, and it was the same case in this game at the Maryland Soccerplex. Yamil Assad, it looks like he might be offside on Darren Maddox's goal, but a closer look tells us, nope, he's even.
He made the right call, but Andrew, there's something I want to point out. If our producer Rich here circles the AR on the far side, he's actually about a foot and a half ahead of the play, which would have changed his perspective and made it look onside. So he made the right call, but a little technically off from the AR.
And last but not least, good stuff in Montreal. Ignacio Piatti thought he fed Jason Vargas for the second goal. Nope, he was offside.
Yeah, well done by the AR, properly called.
All right, that's it for us on Instant Replay. Remember, as you watch the games in Week 4, if you see something, say something.
Use the hashtag Instant Replay, and we asked all of you for our new sign-off, and I think we got it.
Yeah, the comment section is full of gold. Wiebe and Warshaw out!